Continuing now with Charles Krauthammer and a new poll showing just how fed up Americans are with this Congress. The CNN poll finds that 2/3 of Americans say this is the very worst Congress in their lifetime. 28% disagree. And nearly 3/4 say lawmakers have done nothing, zero, to address the country's problems. So, Charles, I don't know how you argue with this. Gallup, in fact, had a poll out earlier in the month, and Gallup's poll showed, by their standing, there's never been 12 consecutive months in which Congress has been rated below 20%, and it was that way every month of the year 2013. So they say this is the worst Congress ever, and this has been this way now for about 4 years. They say this is the new normal. People just don't think Congress is up to any good or solving anybody's problems. What does Charles Krauthammer say?
Well, I would say that they're completely wrong because they're using the usual liberal yardstick for what's a good or successful, productive Congress, meaning the number of pieces of legislation passed. It has no relation to good governance. In fact, it probably has an inverse relationship to good governance. The more you pass, the worse it probably is. And surely the job of the opposition is to oppose. If you're looking at the Obama agenda, particularly look at what Obama did in years 1 and 2, Obamacare, the stimulus, he tried to cap and trade, radical reforms. If you are a Republican or a conservative and you think this is the wrong way to go, then success is stopping that agenda,
well, now
and that's why
John Boehner said.
They've been very successful over the last 4 years.
Hang on, but John Boehner, in fact, said that this year. John Boehner, Speaker of the House, said, "You don't judge us by how much we pass. Judge us by repeals, by efforts to repeal." He didn't even say that.
Absolutely.
But now he's changed his tune a little bit, and he's starting to say, "Look at what bills that the House has passed, but the Senate has not dealt with." He said that. Of course, about a third, maybe more than a third of the bills passed by the House were all about repealing Obamacare. He knew those were going nowhere, but he did it anyway at the behest, I think, of the Tea Party caucus. Charles, do you think the Tea Party caucus, though, is leading this Congress to be despised by the American people?
Juan, at the behest of the Tea Party caucus, at the behest of the American people, who in large numbers don't want Obamacare, never wanted Obamacare. It's never had a lead in public opinion. It's now about minus 16 points.
Okay, so let's move beyond it. Let's move beyond Obamacare.
That's a definition
Charles.
of a responsive opposition.
Hold on, Charles, we know you don't like Obamacare, but I'm saying move beyond it. The American people say we've got other issues. Jobs, create jobs, help this economy get going. Don't shut down the government. That's what people are talking about. Even Republicans. Charles, Republicans, more than 85% of Republicans say they think this Congress stinks.
And what exactly has been the Obama answer to jobs? The largest stimulus in galactic history, which has resulted in the worst recovery in American history.
So this is all about Obama? This is all about Obama, Charles?
Yes.
Not about governing?
It is about stopping an agenda that has been obviously and clearly wrong-headed and a failure in Obamacare, in the stimulus, in the economy, in the recovery.
Well,
and
Charles,
that's why the opposition
I can't
opposes.
believe it, because most often I think you speak for so many people, but I think here you disagree with most Americans. You seem to think Congress is doing fine.
I do.
Well, there we go. Charles, thanks. Happy holidays to you.